Until your child marries, there's no one more important to them than you, their parents. Hi, I'm Heather Lursey. Thanks for joining me. Please hit subscribe if you're interested in more videos. I'd love to share some of my experiences with you. The way to create happy, secure children who will grow into happy, secure adults is through your bonds with them. It starts when they are born and continues into their early adult years. Creating strong bonds will get you through difficult years and difficult times. How do you start? Have fun with your baby. Make sure you talk to them. I think sometimes as adults, we don't really actually talk to our babies. You can have full conversations with them. They'll coo and gurgle back at you. But this is one thing, how they learn to talk, but also how they learn about conversation with other people. Take them on walks, point out things in nature, take them to the park and swing and go down the slide. Basically, have fun with them. Include them in your life. Read them stories. Tuck them in at bedtime. Make sure that you're interacting with them the same as you would anyone else. If you're able to, make sure that your children also interact with their extended family, their grandparents, their cousins. If you don't have extended family in your area or don't have extended family, then you can create your own family. Maybe it's your neighbors that have children at the same age. Maybe it's some coworkers. Maybe it's just old friends. You can create that family-like atmosphere, people that you're going to need to depend on, but also people your children need to interact with. Another one of the most important relationships that your child will have is with their siblings, if they have them. Now, if you have more than one child, you're going to know they're going to be very different people. They may not always like each other, but they can definitely always love each other as a part of their family. There's a book called Siblings Without Rivalry that I highly recommend. I'll link it below so that you can perhaps read that book. I know that for me as a young parent, when I had my second child, it was very helpful to navigate some situations that siblings often get into. Do not allow your children to call each other names. They may squabble, that's going to happen, but don't allow them to fight. Have them go into separate rooms, learn how to control themselves. They shouldn't be able to say anything or do anything that's going to cause irreparable harm to their relationship. Make sure that they have opportunities to have fun together. Have them play games together. Teach them how to be in a relationship together. It's one of the most important relationships they'll ever have and can be a great one in years to come. Create family traditions. There's a joke about children that be careful if you do something more than once, it's going to become a tradition. Children tend to be like that, but I think it's great. I think that family traditions are very important and very important to the security of your child as they're growing up. In my family, we eat cinnamon rolls every single Christmas morning. If I didn't make cinnamon rolls, it would be like the end of the world. We found out as adults or young adults that as a family, we enjoy escape rooms. So we'll always make sure that if we're going somewhere that we plan to do that because we know we enjoy it together. As they were growing up, my children always loved family movie night. So there's lots of things that you can do with your children. You should travel with your children. Go on road trips. These don't have to be expensive trips. These can be inexpensive things that you do together. Road trips are great, but they could also be more extravagant trips if you're able to take them. And it doesn't matter if the trips are good or bad. You can always frame the bad circumstances that happen. My aunt always used to tell me about a time that she was on a family road trip with her kids, my cousins, and they had a flat tire. And of course, that was not a great situation on the side of a highway with two boys and your husband trying to change the tire. But now they all laugh about that family time. It was a bonding moment because even though it was hard, it still was something that they went through together. So family trips, no matter good or bad, end up being one of those things, those shared moments that become very important to your children. So make sure that you do that. Sit at dinner with your children and listen to them. Talk with them. As they get older, make sure that your children know that you're a safe person to talk with. Sometimes they just need someone to listen. Sometimes they will need advice. But you have to start these conversations when they're young. Small problems that they have as young children do eventually become bigger problems as they get older. And when those bigger problems happen, you want to already have a very strong bond with your child. If you haven't already started, it's not too late. You can start talking with your children today. No matter what your child tells you, I can assure you 100% that they want and need a relationship with you. So no matter what they say, that's bravado and their need to start to become independent. Make sure that you know that they're going to feel those ways, but that when they want to come to you, they're able to. Make sure that you attend school activities and their sports games, anything that you can, make sure that you do. Again, even if they say they don't want you there, you can stop by for a short period of time, or maybe you end up staying for a while. Either way, the important part is that you're there. So what have you done to create these family bonds? I'd love to know what kinds of things you do. Please comment below. Thanks for joining me. Go out, have some fun with your kids.